Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Ajay from eeehub, and in this video tutorial you are going to learn what are the different types of number data. In the previous session you have learned what is number data and why we call number data as an immutable data type. So let's start the session. So number data type is divided into three types, that is integer, float, complex. So what is an integer number? So an integer is a whole number or opposite of whole number, which means any number which will be a negative or positive number, all the numbers will be an integer number. For example, minus 20, 0, 12, minus 1 and so on. So here we have created one variable which is int underscore var with the value 23, and this will be the integer data type. So now the second is a float. So any number that will contain a decimal point in it will be a float data type. For example, this 4.5, here decimal is between 4 and 5. That's why 4.5 will be the float data type. Second example is 6.10 and third example is 6.3 E2. This number is equivalent to 6.3 into 10 to the power 2, and this number containing a decimal point, so that this number will be a float data type. And fourth example is 7.2 E3, that is 7.2 into 10 power 3, and this is also a float number because it is containing decimal point. So we have created one variable like float underscore var which has a value 4.5 in it. Now the third is a complex number. A complex number is expressed in form of a plus bj, where a will be the real number and b will be the imaginary number. And in some complex number, a may or may not be present. Okay, for example, we have 3.5j where 3 is a real number and 5 is imaginary number. In the second example, the real part is not present here. We have only imaginary part like 7j, and the third number is 0 plus 8j and so on. So we have created one complex variable, complex underscore var, and we have assigned value 3.5j to it. Okay, so let's see all these three numbers in a command prompt, and we will see the class of these numbers by using a type function. So let me open the command prompt first. So as I open the command prompt, you have to just write down the Python, and after that I will create one variable like int underscore var, and we know that int stands for integer. Okay, so inside the int I will store value 12, and now I will try to get the class of this integer data type. Okay, so let's see what we will get. So this value 12 is of int class. Okay, now again I will create float var, and then I will assign a number which have a decimal point in it. Okay, 1.43. okay, so now with the help of type function I want to know the class of this value. Okay, so I will pass as an argument, I will write down the variable name. So you will see the class is as float. I will create one variable, okay, with name complex var, and I will assign 3 plus 4j. Okay, now I will try to get the class of this variable. Okay, it is complex var. So you will see you are getting a class as a complex. So in the first variable we have stored an integer value, that's why we are getting integer as a class. In the second variable we have stored float value, that's why we are getting float class. In the third variable, that is complex underscore var, we have stored complex number. That's why we are getting a complex class. So this is how we have a different number data type, that is integer, float, and complex. Okay, so I hope now you have a clear understanding of these three data type. If you have any query, then comment down below. Do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.